Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today we're talking about Embers to Inferno, which I love to bits and pieces. It's with a Winx rewrite with enemies lovers between Bloom and Valtor. Cause of course. But between them, first off, what are you gonna say? Hello. Hi. But this takes place during the whole Enchantix thing, so by this point Aisha is the only one to have it so far after that whole thing. And so this is when the whole party, ball, whatever happens, right? Which with Sky and the others, with Sky being under Valtor's control. Is it really? Because he doesn't care. It's more like Diaspro's, but you know what I mean. so, same thing. Oh my god, he's feeling something, and then he just immediately like, I need to talk to her. They have cute moments because he can't help himself. And like, he does ask her, like, to dance and everything because, to really scope her out, but like, that's unimportant. It's unimportant, right? It's like, oh, we met before. It's like, no, we've never met before. And he immediately plays on the charm. Because he's like, don't need to figure that out. Don't think too hard about it, sir. It's stronger than I thought. Yeah, which is why he really did it. But like, okay, sir. That's completely why you did it. But their dance ends quickly. She gets called away, and like, oh, because it's Sky. He's here. So obviously, God, I don't remember that gaudy cape. So ugly. I'm royalty. So sure. I don't know. It's so ugly though. The stupid game. I forgot she said that. Okay, well, whatever. I almost feel bad for her. She doesn't dance. Just rag it on Sky. It's like, Jesus. Okay. Ron Cyclone. Truly, what is the Princess of Domino, protector of the most powerful magic to have ever existed, doing so and so? That's how they view him. It's just like inferior. She couldn't. Okay. Pathetic. She's so intense. Like, alright, sir. Okay, now everyone can be you. Let's chill out. You're supposed to have like this really cute moment, like, oh, it's so whatever, right? Like a fairy tale. And then he immediately walks away. Go straight to the ass. First off, why? You know what? I don't even care. Did she wear that dress? I think she did. It's confusing to look at. Not that it's not pretty. It's just, oh my god, what am I looking at? But obviously, this is where, oh my god, it's like to poison him, or yeah, I guess, sure, who cares? And they're all excited. Oh my god, Bloom, this is it. This is where it's happening. And it's like, his little speech. The most beautiful girl that I'm ever gonna be with. Whatever. To Princess, Dastro. Because, oh, no. And it's no longer like a fantasy anymore. Because, oh, she starts having flashbacks. She's very, okay, I should say, Bloom's very traumatized with this. So, which, was that ever played out in the show? Not really, I don't really think. But, if I was kidnapped, I don't think I'd be okay either. But, okay, so, how could this, and obviously the girls, they're ready to kick his ass, because, screw him, how could he do this? Not to our own girl. And, oh my god, they're witches, follow her. Which, I will say to that, no one at the party recognizes Princess Stella, and you accusing her of being a witch? Okay, but, plot, whatever. But I just thought that was, like, no one recognized Princess Stella. Whatever. They do end up leaving because, can't really, I don't know, fight them all or something. I don't know. So when they were back with Bloom at home, in like home Earth is what I mean. And look, there's Kikyo, who I don't think we ever really see again in later seasons. I just forget about him, to be honest. But here she is at home, sad. Sad whatever, she's reminiscing. And then, her mom comes in. Girl, like, Stella. So she comes in to comfort her, because, how you feel it. It's like, oh, front of Kingdom, what do you think? It's like, you right. That was stupid to really ask. And I do. It's like hookers, blah blah blah. Granted, kidnapping, right? It's like, listen, I did say she was traumatized. She's not okay. I don't know why she mentioned that either. You're trying to comfort her, not send her back into like. You're trying to send her back into like shock. Like, what's going on here? Like, I think we're focus here. I will say I do like the bit of like clarity, I guess you could say. I don't know. Is that the right word I'm looking for? That Bloom has, where it's like she kind of thought of this as like this and the whole magic dimension, like all this as like a fairy tale, and it's not, right? Because like it's not the first time he did that. It's like, oh well, trickster anything created by witches, whatever, right? So he freaked out for weeks, and she's all up in arms. But it's like the whole name switching thing, the fact that he had a fiance who conveniently forgot to mention, that was wild. Because really, I mean, Brandon's whole thing was like, okay, I'm not actually the prince. Okay. That has nothing to do with it. He came clean about it. But I'm sorry, I think really Sky isn't really worth it. Because, like, he's not like a bad person. He's just not really a great boyfriend. But they're getting married, right? And it's kind of an asshole. But I do like this moment though, because it's like, I think it is time to let go, right? Because back when you found me, like, he was the first boy I met from this world. He looked so handsome and was so sweet. I thought it was destiny for us to be together, right? Because it's like, I think back then I romanticized not only him, but the entire magical dimension too much. I was trapped in this bubble where everything magical was supposed to be perfect, but now I see that we were just meant to be together. Which I do like that, because it is like she was projecting on it. It's like everything will be fine, everything will be great, and it's like they're just people with magic, and people suck sometimes. I don't know. I shouldn't have ended it the moment I found out about Diastro, not only for me, but for her as well. But I do like how she doesn't blame her. Because I doubt Diastro even really, like, even Diastro's her own thing, right? And we can all just, like, she's also not a great person, right? But it's like, she didn't really know about Blooms. So they didn't know about each other. So I do like how she didn't really blame her, even though she's not really a good person, but still. She didn't see her happen either. I was too young and naive to see that. It's like, there's so much better. So I mean, like, I do like this moment, where it's a moment of like she recognizes that and recognizes like we should just like it should just end, because this isn't the first time it happened. Who knows, it's gonna be the last. She's like, I kind of want it to be over. So I do like that. This is the point where like Bloom gets her enchantrix, which I guess it's kind of she kind of forces it. I don't know. She gets it and it's unstable. So, but she gets it, and Valtor is here because he's like, oh, the only moment you're finally not your friends, because she's like wants to make a deal that would benefit both of them. Truly, it's like he'll train her to fully master her heart, and I was like, she doesn't take it seriously. She thinks it's a joke, and because it's like, why should she believe him? It's like, I'm practically your only hope, and to an extent, I mean. But the growing shadow, which is like a linger from like when her time as Dark Bloom, so It's not great, but it's slowly infecting her. It's slowly getting there. So, and her concerns are often kind of brushed off. It's like, no, you're just kind of, I don't want to say seeing things. What was it? She's just, you're worrying for nothing, right? And like, so I mean, and I gotta be honest, like, oh, how can you trust? Obviously, she's like, well, how can you trust me? And like, whatever. He's so over it. Like, how can I trust you? Because he did say that I would burn down literally everything you love. And it's like, wow, that was a lot, sir. What the? How do I know you're right? It's like, you didn't say, like, you had burned everything around. It's like, so, you kind of were feeling a type of way. It's like, you left my word. I don't know about that, but okay. But she at least kind of remembers it and keeps it in mind about the deal. And in the meantime, now they're gonna go rescue Techna, right? Because she got in Shang's form, but also at the cost of her kind of being sucked into the vortex thing. So now they gotta go get her, right? So it's like, oh, so I basically was like, yeah, me too. Oh my god, oh my god, you're here too. Don't touch me. Please leave me alone. So I have to go now. So obviously she's not feeling it. She's like, with all the Astro's fault, can you please? But I'm like, why would you even like we're trusting? But okay. And Bloom's she's not here for it. She's not having it. She's like, let's just help Techna and be done with this conversation. We'll have it later. But after they rescue Techna and like all hugs and whatever, I kind of forgot this is genuinely what she really did look like for a bit, like when they first found her, because it was like really cold, so she adjusted. Um, I guess her thing is technology to me. That's why I don't know. But so now obviously Bloom wants, or not Bloom, what Sky. He's always feeling her way. He wants the doctor. It's like, why are you avoiding me? It's like, sir, give me the same energy back. Whatever. Things are complicated. This is her sense happen. You probably and like it won't be the last, right? So she's obviously like, it's like saying we should break up. I can't do this anymore. Which fair, whatever. Things start getting a little heated though. It's like, he's like, what more do you want from me? He's like, nothing. That's the thing. You can leave me alone now. I don't want anything from you, Sky. I know part of the actress because potion, but and then she can't really get out of his head, like what Valtor saying, like it only works if there are already an emotional connection to begin with. So it's like, this isn't looking good for him. I just think we were never meant to be for each other. It's like it's obvious Faye keeps trying you just, which I mean, I wouldn't even say Faye's doing that. He's just doing. I don't even care anymore. I just wouldn't. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that. What is this? But being fiance after this, I can't trust you anymore. It's like, when are you gonna drop me? And then things get a little bit too heated. Sir. It's like you don't deny it. It's like, I don't know about that. Like, you think you'll ever find someone as good? It's like, I've been with you since you were a nobody from Earth. You should feel grateful I even wanted to date you, sir. What does that even mean? Like, you are still first to the kingdom. Your parents are dead. Wow. Okay, sir. Tom was a wasteland. You had nothing, sir. What the fuck? You are nothing, sir. What are we doing right now? Um, sir. And then makes the classic move. I'll just force it. What do you do? It doesn't work, obviously, because she freaks out. She should have done more than that, to be honest with you. But you know what? Sure, whatever. So she's not doing okay. So she transforms, flies away. I was supposed to say run away. Flies away, and look who's been watching the entire time. Him. Of course it was. Well, him and the rest of them, but not important. I will say, I do love this little tidbit of them, like, when they were all watching it. It's like, because they were all watching it, it's like, that went well as well expected. It's like, yeah, I think she went pretty easy on him. I would have kind of there. Stormy, what are we doing? You do that anyways. It's like, nothing's supposed to cut off anyway. It's like, alright, see, what's wrong with you two? So, while Bloom is like, she ran off to Valtor, right, to see for the whole training thing. She's like, so she runs off for that. And meanwhile, we get the whole confrontation between the guys, because they're like, obviously they're gonna ask. Look at you. Jesus, my guy. What? It's like, it's like, oh, weren't you with Bloom? Like, what happened with that whole thing? It's like, can you please break up with me? Yes. Yes, I can. Absolutely. Anyway, Brendan's like, he's not impressed. He's just like, yeah, I can. Anyway. I have conversations like how you treat Bloom, how jealous you are. I was there when you were spying on her with Avon. Rich comes from the guy who had a fiance while dating another girl. Like, I'm more surprised she didn't dump you earlier. She broke the line. You're taking her side. She's the one who did this thing. Okay, and sounds like that sucked. What'd you do? We're just like, what'd you do? Immediately. It was like, not even, no questions asked, just like, oh, you did something, didn't you? Didn't even have to bother with anything. But, they're being loud. Got everyone else coming in. They're like, what are you doing? What? And so, they're like, Romeo. So, Bloom burned a hole in his chest, cause like, what were you doing, huh, my guy? I never gonna recognize it's like, uh-oh. You did something. It's like, it's like, you can't, no, you can't, dude. She broke up with you, and the answer was to kiss her. Like, why would you force that? It's like, did she want you to get, like, what are you doing, my guy? And it's like, oh, nice, like, you're just a weirdo. And Riven, go Riven. Go Riven. Go Riven. He's like, I don't care. You suck. It's like, you're pathetic. I never liked you, but this is a new low even for you. It's like Bloom should have done way worse than burn a hole in you. Which, yeah. Unimportant though. Cause it's like, damn dude, why? So while Bloom was visiting, that happened. Bloom was visiting Valtor. He said we need the Agador box because that's the thing that would contain the shadow once they kind of pull it out of her. So they'll need it. Unfortunately, it's in a museum. And Valtor was like, I'll handle it, don't worry about it. It's like, okay. And then this is his hand because is it intentional or unintentional? Who knows? But he's like, just announces it. He's just like, in 20 minutes, oh man, it's like, sir, this is your handling it. This plan sucks. Can't fight me. Your plan sucks. That's why it's like, I don't know about that. And obviously Bloom's, she's like, oh my god. She's having a second thought. She's like, we don't have to jump into every fight. And she tries actively to go and say, we could just let the authorities handle it. Please will be fine. And we'll just, oh, never mind. It's like, you always do this, and so now it'd be weird if you just didn't join in the fight. So now you have to go along with it. So this is what happens when you have this kind of track record. Because now they have to at least like pretend to fight, and he's annoying, and she's like, I wouldn't even know what it is. You told nothing of the plan, so I wouldn't even know what to do in the situation. What am I supposed to? Yeah. I'd just lay down if I'm honest. I'd be like, oh no, he hit me. Goodbye. There's nothing I could have done. Oh no. But she ends up leading him away because, obviously, she's like, this is your plan, you suck. He's like, look, whatever. He wouldn't have been happy either way. So then they come up with a genius plan. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. So he fakes attacking because they're gonna catch up anyway. He fakes attacks. Aisha, she's like, no, right? She gets in the way. She's like, oh no, she's knocked out, and now he has it, right? It's like, be shame on her beautiful face. That's like, close your eyes, girl. You're supposed to be unconscious. Maybe I blind her. Like I did you. And this is like the point where it's like he gets start reacting, and he gets way too into it. Because when or pads I could carve my mark to her neck, one that won't be removed so easily as when I left last time. I pray to the sky of memory by. Sir, you're too into this. We're acting. You're too into this right now. And he's like, it's like I'll rip out these beautiful costumes. It's like, sir, what are we doing? Acting. You doing here? I just want to point out like this little moment for a minute, like where they're talking about. I'm sorry, what? Starla's like, he transformed into a high elf. What happened here? Okay, unimportant. The girls are talking about how Bloom, she's been off for a while now, right? For like a couple of days. And so they've been, they're worried about her. Because, like, of course they are. And they don't really know what's wrong with her. But obviously it's Stella. She's like, I got this. Which, cute, by the way. This, adorable. So ends up calling Brandon. It's like, oh, it's like, what's wrong with, Bloom? And he's like, ooh, she didn't tell you. This is awkward. So he kind of, I mean, he doesn't tell them because it's not really his place to say, but he does end up kind of, it has something to do with Sky and some he did, and maybe some things he kind of said. So, and he's like, tell them that I'm really sorry about what happened. Considering he's the only one talking to Sky now, because the others don't really want to. So now they definitely know something's up and has something to do with the talk, what happened with Sky. So of course they end up going to her because like they're worried, and then this is the moment where she does end up telling them everything about what had went down and what had happened. Because I mean, you're not gonna hide that from your friends, and they're obviously like, "What the fuck? Why would he say something like that?" And it's like, oh, and obviously it's like, you know, it's not your fault, Bloom. It's like nothing is. And they're in this. I do love the friendship between all of them. It's very cute. Like, and I would say in this, Stella Verica is like Bloom's best friend, just because it's so. I love it. And looking back at all those memories, it's like, yeah, it's bittersweet now. It's like those memories are tainted. They kind of suck now. But you know what? She's surrounded by her friends, so that's really all she could really ask for. That what was that? That was part two of 15. So, but that's all for now. 'Cause, oh my god! But I love this so much. It's so probably because I'm a sucker for anime lovers, but that's not the point. I love this so much. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.